Okay, let me start this so that I can actually read something. So, school is out. I wish that meant that I had no work, but school is out, and I finished the audiobook. At least that audiobook. Yeah. Start work, I think, on Wednesday. Tomorrow? Or Thursday. I'm starting on the next one. Oh, anyway, so I'm going to talk, and then we're going to read, and hopefully, what tends to happen is we talk for like 25 minutes. And then in minute 25, I remember something that irritates me, and that takes us way over time. What is up? What's up, Anita? Are you hopping on here, Anita? In addition, I issued some of the patrons a challenge, and so this will be sprints to see if anybody can meet said challenge. What's up, Pete? I gave them 48 hours, I am like 51 hours to read 300 pages. Oh, is the crown symbol appearing again? It doesn't appear in StreamYard. What's up, Sarah? I can't see it in StreamYard. So the crown, the XP thing happened. They're piloting it. I don't know what it's for because this is on StreamYard on mine, so I don't see it. But when I was streaming, It Takes Two, people had that. So I legitimately have no idea what any of it is. What's up, John? You guys have the most regimented upload schedule I've ever seen. I wish I could just record and edit and upload with you guys' regularity. I might have, dozens more subscribers because there's a ceiling for a toleration for my foolishness, my brand of foolishness, I suppose. Folding knife. Please start with the folding knife. Start with a folding knife. I saw a review on Goodreads the other day about folding knife. They give it 3 stars, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't like the banking and whatever else was talking about in that, but they liked the book. Like they liked the characters and liked the book, but they did not like the fact that it was about banking and economics and stuff." I would start folding knife. If you don't like anything in folding knife, Parker's not for you. All of his other stuff has elements of folding knife, but I think folding knife is a really good indicator of whether or not, like, you'll see what Parker does. Dude, heck yeah. Like, I wish I had my freaking kid old enough, and that would be an impetus for me also. Okay, there's your message. Oh, do you get points if I? The thing is, no, because it's for YouTube, not StreamYard. And you can't highlight comments in YouTube. That's why I use StreamYard, because you can't highlight. Why is YouTube letting StreamYard steal all that revenue by not adding a highlight comment thing in YouTube? Like, I legitimately don't know. Because if YouTube added a highlight comments option in their native platform and charged less than StreamYard, I wouldn't use StreamYard. Very cool. Very cool. It just doesn't make any sense. So anyway, what is everyone reading? What is everybody going to be reading? What up, Dim Jack? I finished City of Stairs, and I enjoyed it a lot. You hear that, Ben? I enjoyed it a lot, actually. Christina, I'm not reading Le Guin next. But I am going to read Le Guin. This is not what I'm reading next. Hello, child. Child is going to bed, and since I just started sprint, I'm gonna say night from here. Come here, buddy. Say night to everybody. Whoa, there we go. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. This is Mr. Atticus, of course, but I don't have new people on my channel, so y'all all know who this is. Isn't that right, Big Hoss? Yay. Can I have this? Can Daddy hold it? Can Daddy hold it? Hey, can you give Daddy a kiss? Give Daddy a kiss. Give Daddy a kiss. Here. Give Daddy a kiss. Do it. Good day, kids. No? All right. Go. Hey. Here you go. Oh, yeah. He's freaking huge, Ember. He's freaking huge. Nice. Robert, if you like Trader's Blade, Trader's Blade is the weakest. Like, I'm reading this, and I'm like, this is the weakest of the books. If you like Trader's Blade, you'll like the other three. Oh my gosh, Demi Drag. I never go back and watch old stuff that I'm on. Like, I can't take it. I'm too embarrassed. Can you do it? You try. Hey, give it to me. You try. You try. Come on, go. I think you milk.
That's the first time I've seen him do that.
I know, me too. No, Cooper. All of the kids in my family have enormous heads, which is true. He has a big old fat head. All right. Okay. Good night, buddy.
You ready to come back to Mama?
Mwah. Good night, buddy. Say good night. He said night, night, everybody.
Good night.
There he goes. Whee! All right. Crap, son. It's heavy. So any rate, so we got Kaigen here. I like City of Stairs. There is a big reveal in the book where a lot of the stuff is revealed. And after that, I didn't love everything. But not because it wasn't good, just because I was like, I don't like it when these kinds of books do this thing right here. And it feels like a standalone. Like at the end, I'm like, what are the next books about? Anyway, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Claire and the Sun. I missed all you guys. What you put? Willful Princess and Piebald Prince. Blade itself. Right on. Thanks, Jimmy. What are you reading now, Jimmy? Nice. Discovery. No one knows what this YouTube is betaing a chat XP thing. I looked it up when I was streaming a video game. People couldn't figure it out, and so I Googled it, and that's as far as I know. But I cannot see it. Aslan, I saw. I am desperately trying to make it through this backlog so that I can continue apt. Nice, Evie. What's up, Daniel? Oh, really? Nice. Get me out here reading Guards. Wrath, very cool. Court of Broken Knives. I am reading, ladies and gentlemen, Trader's Blade. And it makes me so happy. Like, I'm reading it, and I just remember why I love this series so much. I did say in my TBR that this was the first series I found on YouTube that I really liked that I'm rereading. That's not true. The Warlord Chronicles is that. I reread Warlord Chronicles. So this would be the second one. But I've been wanting to reread this for forever. And now I have other people who've never read it experiencing it. Like Anita's reading it. Sal's reading it. So good. Marianne, what's up? I saw your drawing to Josiah Bancroft. So good. Joanna, hello. How are you? Joanna sat there and accused me of, she said that she told me I read it. First of all, Joanna, I have never heard you ever tell anybody that they read something wrong, because that's not who you are as a person. Only people like Jared tell people they read something wrong. So you don't actually tell people that, first of all. And second, while I did agree to reread Dispossessed, I did not agree to re-like Dispossessed. So I think some people are going to be, I mean, I understand that Steinbeck is like a great American novelist. Like, I do understand that. Like, I understand it. I don't really enjoy reading Steinbeck. Sorry, Evie. It's just, I don't care about the Dust Bowl. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I just lost voters in the Rust Belt. Sorry, guys. I don't care about the Dust Bowl, and so I just don't know. I just can't. Like, Steinbeck's fine. I just I just don't seek it out. Steinbeck, you have to file Steinbeck under things I had to read in school. I mean, okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna skim it. I'm gonna read it. Like, the thing is, I'm not dishonest. So, like, if I'm doing it, I'm gonna do it right. Um, I know you did. I know you did. Sorry, Ken Burns. I love 18th and 19th century whaling, so I'm fine with this. I was just talking to Jared about Thoreau and how I hate Thoreau. The only author I really like from that period is Hawthorne. I guess some Emerson. I hate Walt Whitman, and I don't like Thoreau at all. And I don't like most of Emerson's transcendentalist crap. And then he's like, "What about Melville?" And I'm like, "Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I do like Melville, but that's because I like whaling." So, never. I have no idea, but I really do enjoy Moby Dick's whaling. What's up, Brian? Thoreau should have gotten a job and quit whining about how noisy it is in his privileged Massachusetts upbringing. So, have I read Little Women? I want to say I have, but I want to say I was like not a teenager when I read it. It feels like something I read with my cousin back when I was younger. Yeah, I don't like Hemingway either. I don't. I know it's not the same thing, but these are these other authors that I don't enjoy. I don't know. Like Joanna had this big long thing. Joanna had a video. If you didn't see, if Joanna's still here, Joanna pops in and then vanishes, because what I talk about here isn't interesting enough. Like as the 3 hour, um, lectures that she attends every minute of on YouTube. But okay, Joanna is here. All right, well then, what I just said, what I just said was Joanna just taking strays for no reason. Joanna had a video about reading difficult texts with, I guess, her smart friends, um, and talking about what makes a text difficult and stuff. And guys, a lot of books that you had to read in school are difficult texts because just the way they're written, and you know, the I don't know. I don't know. It's just not like they're not all for me. And it's not necessarily that they're not not all for me. Like I liked things I read in school. I liked Catch 22. I liked Tale of Two Cities. I liked Animal Farm, To Kill a Mockingbird. I liked Royal Hunt of the Sun, which none of you know what that is, but it's a play by Peter Shaffer. That the same guy that wrote Amadeus. It's a play, and I like it better than Amadeus. It's so good. Um, oh, thanks, Sam. It's the hardest. This audio, this is much harder than the previous one because there's so many. There's just too many scenes of like 12 people, and they're all new, and it's like ugh, I have to freaking find out a voice for these people. Indeed, indeed. Um, I did say friends don't let friends read Ernest Hemingway. The same thing. James Joyce also. Um, like I don't like James Joyce. I don't like Hemingway. I don't like. I like Turn of the Screw, but I may be one of the only people that does. But otherwise, I don't like either of the Jameses. Um, I don't know. But it is a good discussion. You should go check out Joanna's video about what makes the read difficult. I'm not a big fan of Faulkner. I don't hate Faulkner. I don't really like a lot of the like American literature period. Um, no, James the Apostle, the Epistle James is the best one. I love James, but I don't like Henry James or William James. I do like Shakespeare. I loved Shakespeare. I loved Shakespeare. I've always loved Shakespeare. So what's up, John? But yeah, you guys should go check out talking about difficult books because I mean, again, when people say books are too hard, part of it is, let me tell you what part of it is. Part of it is that people get caught in an echo chamber and everyone wants to like parrot what everybody else says, and then stuff like Malazan gets a reputation for being a difficult book. I don't necessarily think Malazan's difficult. I think there's a lot going on, and I think it is not as straightforward as it realistically probably should be. Should be really. In fact, I was thinking about why I don't like Toll the Hounds earlier today, and it's been so long that I've distilled my hatred of Toll the Hounds down to Kalik. But then I remembered that there's something so dumb in Toll the Hounds that I also hate. That is another reason I hate it. And it's Bobo. Oh, so this weekend I'll be on Y Reads with Joanna, and before that, though it's not live, so you won't even know, I am actually meeting with Tristan Hughes, a historian who is on History Hits, which is a YouTube channel, and I'm going to be talking to him about his book, The Perdiccas Years. So I know y'all are all like in the edge of your seats waiting for that video to drop, where I talk to this guy. I'm going to talk to this guy about Greek history, and it's going to be it may be bad. Like I'm actually really scared to talk to him, but I'm really excited also because I don't know. I just want to like I've never talked to an actual historian about this crap that I like, and hopefully they don't find it just a job. Like hopefully they'll be like, no, I know Ptolemy does suck, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, Ptolemy does suck. I hate Ptolemy. Eumenes W. Eumenes W. That's what we're hoping for, guys. That's what we're hoping for. We should do that. No one will watch it. I also liked Jules Verne, though I had a lot of. Any of you have growing up the illustrated, like abridged versions of Jules Verne? Like I had a bunch of those like hardback books that weren't the full ones. What's up, Kev? Look what I'm reading. Anyway, oh my gosh. I mean, it's fine. That scene is fine. That scene is not fall out of like if it were Baby One trying to sleep, I would do an impression of what people think that scene is, and I would fake laugh really, really loudly and fall out of my chair, clutching my gut on how much like I'm just overcome by the hilarity of that scene. People are why are people so fake? Like why are people so fake? Like why? Why? It's like it's every reactor, every single reactor, everybody playing any game or watching anything, and they're huge. I'm like, no, you're not. Like, no, you're not shocked unless this is the first video game you've ever played. Stop. Just stop. And that's so mean. Oh, it's at like 10 my time. So it's plenty of time to wrap up before your thing. I mean, if you say so. What are you gonna say? 2 Corinthians? Thank you, Kev. No one is excited about that, but I appreciate your false enthusiasm. What's that book about? What's that book about? I already have a burn book of Greek generals. Sure, why not? Canticle for Leibowitz. It's not like it is one of those things that is amusing until everyone like talks about how amusing and epic it is that it just becomes insufferable. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You do know what I'm talking about.
You're insufferable.
Okay, well, you're slow. What was that? Did y'all hear her? What are you reading, Brian? There's nothing wrong with 2 Corinthians. I'm just like, what's the best one? Nice. I am also reading Shadow and Summer this month. Paloma says that is a lovely blue you're wearing, Christina. I'm not a fan of Mark Twain, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. See, you're part of the problem, Demi Dragon. You're part of the problem. Again, guys, people can like that. People can like what they want. Like I liked that scene too. What I don't like is how much everyone's like, oh, you at Full House? What about the scene on the donkey? Oh, and I'm just like, stop. Please, please stop. Please, please stop. Please stop. What about the fencing scene that makes no sense in the context of the world? How about that one? That scene makes me the maddest. Isn't that what your old people club is reading? Isn't that your old person book? It is, Derry. It is. So I think Thursday I'm starting book 3. But yeah, I finished the audio for book 2. So it should be out. They told me that if I turned it in June 1, which I did, they should have it done by August 1. So that's good. So the book should be out in August. Nice. Enemy of God's great. Isn't that what it is? Isn't that what their thing is? 4 old dudes read a book together. Thanks, Philip. Y'all gonna have to, guys. So many voices in the freaking book. It's just, and I have to voice a dragon in it in one section, and I need to see what the editors do with it, because the dragon voice sounds really good in headphones, but I played it on my speakers yesterday for Christina. And I'm like, that doesn't sound as good as it sounded when I was listening to it in my headphones. So we'll see. But I liked it. Oh, speaking of old people reading old people book, Philip, how are you liking the slow regard of old things? What is that called? The slow regard of stress? The stress of slow regard. Mouth noises do not sound better on headphones. What's up, Andre? Rogan, I'm not surprised you said that. Though someone else on my TBR said that it was bad. Also, someone was being cheeky and said something about Long Price Quartet. Said, "Hey, so anybody who wants to know what Long Price Quartet is about, but doesn't want to read it or hasn't read it, here's the summary. Character X really likes character Y, but is cheating on them with character Z." And said, that's why I DNF'd it partway through book 2. And I'm like, okay, while that is true, that is an element of the first 2 books. That is true. That's not, I wouldn't say that's the plot of those books. Like, I wouldn't say that's the plot. I would say that is in there, but I wouldn't say that's even close to like the actual plot of the books. But someone was mad. I know, Brian. I know. I don't want to read Earthsea. I don't like. Here's the problem. I'm going to read these 2. I'm going to read Dispossessed again, and I'm going to read Left Hand of Darkness, and then I'm going to be done with the Gwyn, because I'm going to hate both of them. I'm going to be like, I'm not going to listen to the Gwyn anymore. I'm not going to listen to the Gwyn anymore. I'm not going to do it. So the books I'm reading Traitor's Blade, and I'm also reading The Persians, and hopefully I can add, because I'm teaching the first half of classical studies this year, and so I'm over in Persia. I deal with way more Persian kings than just Darius 3 like I do in the second year. And this is apparently written from the perspective of the Persians instead of the barbarians, or sorry, the Greeks, who consider them barbarians. I don't care. I'm on the side of the Greeks. So whatever this says, I will store it away on, okay, that's nice, and then proceed to immediately consider them barbarians because of the Greeks. Because that's how that works. Sorry. Like the Greeks are the protagonists in my class. And so, therefore, the Persians, I don't care how civilized they are, they can be more civilized and more technologically advanced than the Greeks, which they are. Still barbarians. Still barbarians. That's how that works. So, but it's good though. It's good. I'm only like 20 pages in, but it's still good. Drives me crazy, Rogue. Drives me crazy. The word for world is for. I hate that title. Like, I hate the title. You know what the word for forest is? Forest. You know what the word for world is? World. Yeah, that's on Discord. So basically, on Discord, you don't have to do it in Discord. If you just hear that I do it, you can literally just read the book with us, or just read the book and then tune into the live show. Doesn't even have to be on Discord. But if you go on my Discord, there is a channel where people talk about it while reading it. But really, the big thing is that I end up having a live show where I talk about the book, and that's where I want people to come in the comments and talk about it. So, but yeah, you're welcome to. We're doing one every month starting this month. All right, so what's everyone reading? I already said that, but what's everyone going to work on? Because I'm reaching the 30-minute mark, and I'm going to read, guys. I'm reading. I must read this sprint. I always get on these sprints, and I just yap, 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 as the kids say. I'm actually really excited too, because I thought that old Return to Adan here was 100 pages longer than Prophet. It's not. It's only like 40 pages longer than Prophet. 50 pages. It's only 50 pages longer. But I thought this was 700 pages. It's not. It's 650. So, and that doesn't seem like a lot. You sit in that freaking dust-filled closet for hours at a time with your back hurting. Nice. New GGK. Law and the Lady by Wilkie Collins. No, we never actually did that one. City of Stairs, nice. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Didn't you read that already? The Gate of the Pharaoh Gods. Is that also Dungeon Crawler Girl? Also, I saw that Murphy read Dungeon Crawler Carl. What's wrong with y'all? Book 4 of what? Book 4 of what? What's that baby? Baby's like laying in bed going, la, 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 la. Weird. Oh, yeah, I knew that. Oh, I'm geared up. I got to finish this one first. And then in after the baby's born in August, I am not going to have a bunch of time to do anything. So, I mean, I am going to work on that one, but it's going to be like slow. Like, I'm not going to be able to seriously work on it until January. Just because with having two babies, 2 under 2, I'm not going to have a ton of time. Nice. Christina restarted Jingo. Christina never got past Jingo, so she restarted Jingo. Yeah, he's due the first week of school, which is annoying. Good for you, Brian. Good for you. Except that it's different in that DCC catches fire everywhere and becomes everyone keeps talking about it for forever. Meanwhile, ugh, 14 weeks. It was 14 weeks before they let me go to physical therapy, because I kept going back and they're being like, it's not quite healed yet. So it's 14 weeks before. She got another month, I would assume, before, and then it didn't feel normal until I did another 6 weeks of freaking physical therapy. It was the worst. Indeed, the worst. That's true. I'm on the upswing. I'm starting to think there's something wrong with me because I've been in a black depression, like a lot, like last like week and a half, 2 weeks. But now I feel manic. So now I feel like I'm on the upswing. So, I mean, it's good because I'm not particularly foul right now. Anyway, let's sprint. PD, jumping on here. What's up, Anita? What are you reading?
What I want to read is this one, or if not this one, but what I'm reading is this one. This one.
What is that? No one can see your stupid phone. What is it?
It's Funny Story by Emily Henry.
What is Emily Henry, and why did too many of y'all read that crap? What is the Morbs?
Hey Jonna, hey Marian.
What is Emily Henry?
What do you mean? What is Emily Henry?
What is Emily Henry?
She's
what is it?
Funny Story.
Oh my gosh. I know that the name of the book you are reading is Funny Story by Emily Henry. Who is Emily Henry? And why are so many people reading her?
See, what I want to read is I plan to read
this already. I heard this already. Answer my question. Who is Emily Henry?
Emily Henry is one of Evie's favorite authors, so I'm reading Funny Story.
Who is she? Why are so many people reading Emily Henry? What does she write? Romances?
Yes. Yes.
Like B.C. Andrews or Danielle Steele?
I don't know who are them, but I guess contemporary romance author.
Like, are there meet cutes in them?
I guess so. I mean, this is not exactly
books
meet
like
cute.
The Love Hypothesis?
Yes.
Does she churn out one a year and make bank from unsuspecting rubes like you people?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Andre, this is not my fault. Oh my gosh. All right.
Brian, I want to read Traitor's Blade, but Alan challenge that I had to read, like, we have to read 300 pages in 48 hours.
Are you even going to finish Funny Story? Because if you're not, then it was a waste of your time. And you could have been reading Greatcoats.
I have no idea. I still have 6 hours left.
All right, let's do it then. Let's do it. All right, guys, let's read now that I've yelled at Anita. Oh my gosh. This is why I can never get new viewers, because if new viewer turned in, they'll be like, that guy just screams at that lady for no reason. Like, that's why I can't get any new I can't wait to get any new subscribers. They're all like, I really like what that guy said about that book. And then they tune into a sprint and they're like, he just yells at those people.
By the way, Evie, I don't know if this is audiobook or physical book also this good, but I am loving it. Audiobook, that narrator is sassy, sarcastic, it is a performance. I'm totally enjoying it.
Of what? If you're talking about Emily, are you talking about Emily Henry?
I feel like I have to apologize, but I don't know why.
You do have, yeah, I don't know why. Other than like, I keep hearing, yeah, we're sprinting, Anita.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not realize you started.
Anita, you know why I like this book? Because in chapter 1, a dude's like, let's take the money off the body. And Falcio says, we're not going to do that. It's like, why? They're dead. They're not going to use it. He says, because we're not thieves, Brasty. We're greatcoats. And that has to mean something.
I
And that,
already love that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like that's all. Anyway.
Which one, Joanna? Type in chat. And I'm shut up.
All right, I was getting to a stopping point. How'd everybody do? Let me see. How did everybody do?
Where did Evie go? I thought she was in backstage during the sprint.
Oh, was she? I didn't see it. What's up, Mike? What's up, Zen? What's up?
Hello.
Yes, these are co-working
Hey, Pete.
sessions. Thanks, Laura.
How far into City of States are you, Pete?
233. They just met a child.
Nice. Shadows linger.
They just met a child. Who's
A
child?
child.
Who's
Near
child?
the bell tower.
Huh?
Where the lady
Ah,
disappeared.
ah,
There you go.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
literally in the middle of that scene, which was very inconvenient.
Hey, Charmaine.
Ha! You're pretty far, Pete. When did you start it?
I've been like pittering at it probably like Friday.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you're pretty far.
Yeah, I have like 200 pages to read tonight. It's great.
So, what's up, Charmaine? I'm reading this book. This book makes me so mad. Like, it's just, I remembered a specific chapter. I'm like, don't I hate chapter 5? And sure enough, I got to chapter 5. I'm like, I do hate this chapter so much. Oh my gosh, what a good book. However, do you know what I wasted the first 10 minutes of my sprint? Do you know what I did the first 10 minutes of my sprint? What I wasted it doing?
Looking up Emily Henry.
Not just that. I read the free sample, a funny story, and I ended up reading the whole thing. I read the whole thing of the stupid free sample, and then I hated myself for it. I hated myself for it.
That's okay. As long as you don't blame me, we are good.
I hated myself. I'm reading what? Emily Henry? Oh my gosh.
That would be hilarious.
Audiobook is really good. You know, it will be good for your commute.
You know what? If there was ever a book I could listen to on audio, it would be a dumb romance book. Because oh no, what if I miss some of the details of the plot? Oh no, I wonder if she's gonna end up with her ex-fiance's new fiance's ex. I wonder how it's gonna turn out.
I think Emily Henry is the next pink cover.
Get out of here with that nonsense. Anyway, yeah, I didn't hate it, and I wish I would have hated it. Really, to be fair. Look, you could read the back, Andre, and it'll tell you exactly how it's gonna end. Just read the back of it. Anyway, where is Evie?
I don't know. I just messaged her.
Ugh. How'd everyone else do? Did y'all get stuff read? I read.
I got a fair bit read.
Good.
I think I got like 40 pages done.
Enough, and I should have. I don't know if I'm going to switch. No, I don't think I'm going to switch over to nonfiction next turn. I think I'm going to read more.
What's your nonfiction?
I may go to the recliner behind me, though. I may not sit in this freaking chair to read this next one. I don't care what the people have said. The people speak in a lot of ways, and they're often very wrong.
You did not watch Alan's TBR video, and you did not listen to him before the sprint because you're asking which nonfiction. Seriously, Pete.
I know, Pete. You were here at the beginning of the sprint. I even said I was reading this at the beginning. Of the
that's
sprint.
right. You did say that.
Pete?
I haven't read the video. I don't have YouTube at work. It's annoying.
Obscure.
It's really annoying because I can't watch people's videos when they drop them.
There are some people who think that I will hate Book of the New Sun. Thank you, Charmaine. Oh my gosh.
Do you know what book you should read, Alan? Windhaven.
No.
Pete.
Nobody likes it.
Again, have you watched Alan's TBR video? If you had watched, you wouldn't suggest. Don't you want him to read Grace of Kings or whatever that book is?
I do, but like I'm just planting the seed. This isn't now. This is like,
You know what I did order? I just
Yeah.
got in a couple days ago this weekend. I ordered because I didn't realize I didn't have them. I ordered Song of Ice and Fire books. Like I don't know what happened. Like I had hardbacks of Feast for Crows and Dance with Dragons. I don't know where those are.
Didn't you lend
And
them to somebody?
They're very, very.
I lent my paperbacks to an ex-girlfriend, which is why I don't have them. But those are the first three of the. I only have read the book 4 and 5 once, and they were hardcovers. I don't know what happened to them.
Weird.
But anyway, I just bought I got the paperbacks because I keep on my YouTube Shorts, which I finally had to put my YouTube Shorts under Screen Zen, which I had not had them because I never look at YouTube Shorts, except that between Real Japan and
Ruby-chan.
Ruby-chan, Nanigaski, between those and Charles Barkley on Inside the NBA, I was spending way too much time on YouTube Sprints. And then while doing that, scenes from Game of Thrones kept coming up. And I'm sorry, Charles Dance is the best in that show. Like he's brilliant. Anita, you've seen the show a bunch of times.
Yes,
Um,
and I'm also watching a lot of Game of Thrones reels in Instagram, so it's driving me crazy, and now I want to read those books.
Yeah, but anyway, so a bunch of them, I kept seeing them, and I was like, I need to read these books again. Oh, wait, I don't even own these books anymore, and so I got them. And so I think next year I'm really going to try to start rereading. They're so good.
Tempting.
They're just really good. Like oh my gosh. I've only seen seasons 1 and 2 of Game of Thrones, but I had read all the books. Anyway, yeah, Charles Dance is awesome. You know what I don't like in the show? I don't like how the show doesn't use Roose Bolton at all. Roose Bolton is a freaking creep in the books. Instead, they make Ramsay Bolton like a much bigger deal. It's very dumb. Anyway, I did, and he must be frustrated at people like who literally tell him he should die. And I just don't understand that. Okay, so Tywin Lannister does suck, but Charles Dance is just phenomenal. So
I
yeah.
want to know what's on George's will.
Thanks, Jimmy. Thanks for the 5 spot. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I don't know how the XP thing works, and I have not read. Okay, so for everybody here who has read the Song of Ice and Fire books, should I read Fire and Blood before rereading the series?
Ooh,
yes or no?
That'd be an experiment. I'd do that with you.
I have read. I mean, guys, again, I have read the series. Like I know everything that happens up to the bull shark dumb ending of Dance with Dragons. Okay, read Fire and Blood after. Okay, Jimmy.
We can quell the haters.
I legitimately do not know what this does. Like I don't know what it does, but you guys are.
She accidentally posted twice.
I struggled with that when Alan and Christina were playing the other day. That game, but now I gave up. I was like, I have no clue. That day it was like,
I get so mad at Christina playing that game. I get so mad at her. I'm like, Christina, jump. Just jump. Christina, just jump. Like
Double jump.
Just jump over it, Christina. Christina, just time it and jump. Don't you have to have timing when you play piano? So mean.
You should just connect her controller to piano.
I don't know if that would work. Anyway, I legitimately don't know what the blood thing is, but I do know, guys. I can't help you if you're one of these people that thinks that George R. Martin isn't a good writer. Like, I like to say that people can like what they like, but like I want to say you're not right. Like Martin is a really good writer. He's so good. I gotta read these again. But then I looked at how long they were, and I was like, ugh, next year. There are people who say that, Sal, like legitimately. I
So you're saying
hope
he's
I
pulling
hope
it
that
off.
this is true, except that he pulled it because people won't shut the F up. And so he pulled it just to piss people off. That's what I hope.
I mean, it's one of those things that like we know that either time travel doesn't exist or this theory is not true, because if it did exist, somebody would have traveled back in time and changed it.
So I am not someone who obsesses over every little details, and I just think that I just think the character work's good and the story is good. And I think I like Clash of Kings more than most. I would rank it higher than I think most would. So yeah, heck yeah, especially if we can get Anitha to do it. In fact, Anitha for read-alongs next year, I think I'll put this Song of Ice and Fire as one of the read-alongs.
Okay, I have another proposal. I'll message you.
What's your dumb proposal?
I'm not going to say it now because you will elect me. I don't want everyone to witness your election.
What?
Because I will
But we want to know.
see. We are doing 5 read-alongs this year. Next year, I will send you 5 series I want to read. You can pick one out of that and include that as a read-along so that it will help me,
Didn't I do
to
that last year? I did that with Risen
yes, you
Kingdoms
did
last
that
year.
last year.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
know.
As long as they're not stupid, that's fine.
All of them are Dandelion Dynasty.
No, there will not be Dandelion Dynasty for sure.
What we won't do, we will probably have to stretch we might have to stretch the read along a little bit. It's just they're just long. It's a lot to ask of people in a single month.
Yeah.
But Storm of Swords is so good. I found the exact point where Storm of Swords just hit. I was flipping through the my paperback where it hits the ground and never lets up. So, wait, what? These are cat nail clippers that I need to nail. They just happen to be on my
Charmaine, yes, if Alan finishes Grace of Kings,
If I
when
like
do
Grace
we
of Kings and like it, she'll read it.
yeah, we will continue that as read along next year.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm curious which of these.
So what's everyone going to do in this sprint? I'm going to read more
We
Trader's
have a
Blade.
challenge to finish.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So you have to do sprints like till 2 a.m. now.
I hate
because-
that I low-key liked that Emily Henry sample I read. I hate it.
See, it is surprising to me as well because like 3 years back I read Beach Read. I wasn't a big fan, but this I'm liking a lot. I think there was a lot of improvement.
Um,
Can we talk about how
he tries to edit wild cards, but you don't like wild cards, according to his rant thing. But so the thing is, it wasn't. I want to say it wasn't terribly written, and it wasn't, but it was like it was written exactly the way I thought it was going to be written, like exactly the way. I was not surprised at all by the way it was written, but at the same time, I don't know. I found myself reading it just like when I read The Wife Stalker and Gone Girl. I like hyper specific writing where like the things I don't know if it makes any sense. Anitha, you're reading it like really specific comparisons and stuff. It's like this was like this really specific thing. Whatever. Never mind. I
it
can't
was like a
describe it.
redwood on a summer day?
No, that is
Eat.
not super
No.
specific. That is super like Bobo. That's basic. The Lives of Tao.
Oh, is that historical fiction?
I'd be depressed too if I had people telling me they hoped I died because I didn't finish my book. That's
I
like,
want to know how many death threats have him and ever Patrick Rothfuss ever compared death
okay,
threats?
well,
Is that a thing?
okay, so Rothfuss is a little different because Rothfuss is unpleasant. Like Rothfuss is unpleasant about it. Like George doesn't do anything to anybody. I'm calling him George. I don't know him. But Gurm doesn't do anything to anybody. Like he just sits there and toddles around in his sailboat, and you know, then people hope he dies. Rothfuss is unpleasant to people. As
I hope Rothfuss
applies-
gets more. Well, I'm not going to say that on the internet.
My issue is that he I mean the taking money thing is trash. Like, don't take money if you're not gonna. But I don't know the complete details about that, so I'm not gonna speak on it. My big thing is that Rothfuss seems like mad that he wrote successful books and that people want to know information about the next one. Like, he shows up at people's houses, like throws rocks through their window just to be like, shut up. Like, just say it's not going to be 3 books, Big Hoss. Say it's not going to be 3 books and make this last night take 3 books.
Yeah, that'd be actually like wild if he's like, I'm going to do a trilogy in 5 parts. No one's done that before.
Oh, I agree. The Chan Train is my favorite stuff. I agree. I think he does like the smell of his own farts. He may be a fart sniffer.
He's very worried that this next fart is not going to smell as good.
Yeah, I don't. Rothfuss is just. It's not the same. It's not the same. Like I hold more ill will for Rothfuss than I do for Gurm.
Yeah. I fully believe that his 3rd book is finished and he's just continually rewriting it.
Really? Well,
because he thinks it's going to be bad.
I have no opinion on this, but when I watched Game of Thrones reels, the comments, the hatred of those last 2 seasons, having not read books, I do every episode
Okay,
is like same to me.
so
I was like,
all I know is what happened in the last seasons, and I don't understand how that is anybody thought that was a logical. Remember, Jimmy, I was messaging you when I was seeing those reels. I'm like, what is happening here? Why is this person with this person now? Wait, didn't this person like turn over a new leaf? So why is this person with this other person?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like, I just don't understand. Like, I haven't. Good night, Joanna.
Good night.
Like, I just haven't even. Yeah. So
Wait, what if we do like an old switcheroo and have Rothfuss finish Winter and Gurm finish?
I don't think Rothfuss likes writing. I think he likes playing video games, which is fine. I also like playing video games, but I didn't write it. I'm so glad that I don't have a super popular YouTube channel that people demand me put out content instead of playing video games. But yeah, regardless, it's I don't know. I just feel bad. I have read Blade itself, and I've never read anything else. Let me tell you what I don't think I would like: The Devils. Like, the entire premise of, like, everyone's like, it's the Universal's Monster Verse meets Suicide Squad, and I legitimately can't think of anything I'd rather read less. I'd rather read Funny Story than that premise by Emily Henry. Like that. What? Okay.
I think it's because your wish list is full of nonfiction, that history nonfiction. So Sal wants.
Sal, the problem, Sal, is I have most of the fiction books that I think of that I want, and so on my freaking wish list is a bunch of nonfiction history books. Yeah, because that's the books I don't have. Hold on, I gotta hold on. Sal's freaking creeping on my dang. I'll do it during the sprint. Yes, he's too busy aura farming. I'm so glad, Mike. How do you know the lingo? That's the lingo my kids use.
LARPing, maybe.
Mm. Um. Yeah, the premise of the Devils sounds like I wouldn't like it. But I did enjoy Blade itself. I really did like Blade itself. I will one day read the rest of the first law, but I would have to reread Blade itself. So
I like the concept of the Age of Madness, and I'm not excited to read the other 6 books. That's where I'm at with Abercrombie.
Anyway, the summary of this is I don't think I think Durham gets too much hate, and I feel bad for him. Because that he's just maybe Emily Henry should write Winds of Winter, and there'll be a meet cute between the Night Walker and I don't know, someone on the watch at the wall.
I bet you it'd be better than
Samwell
whatever
Tarly. It'll be a meet cute between Samwell Tarly and the Night King. That like Sam will trip and fall on his face in the snow, and the shot will just be him and like the Night King's like new like Versace boots, and he'll look up and it's snowing, and the Night King will like extend his hand, and in the other hand he'll have like a steaming cup of coffee he got from Starbucks, and he'll hand it to him, and Sam will stand up and he'll slip and spill the coffee all over himself, and then and then the Night King will chuckle and take him to his nearby house where he'll bundle him up in a snuggie, and they'll watch reruns of
Your
Three's
channel
Company.
will take off.
They'll
You
watch
just
reruns of Three's Company, but the ones with not with the ones with Don Knotts, not Mr. Roper. Who's Don Knotts? Mr. Furley. The ones with Mr. Furley, not Mr. Well, now, Jack, there better not be any women in here. And and the Night King will be like, "Oh, he's behind the couch, Mr. Furley. He's behind the couch." And Sam will be like, "Oh, don't tell him." And then they'll and happily ever after. So
better than anything Preston Jacobs could have written.
I don't know who that is.
That's good. You're fine. You have no. It's
as long as it's not them big old women down in San Antonio.
Can we sprint? We need to finish this challenge.
yes, please.
Okay, for people who don't know, Alan's
I
one
did
of
see this.
the Patreon level. Alan gives us challenge every week. This week's challenge is we have to read a 300-page book in
Don Knotts
48
did one.
hours.
Yes, I gave them 48 hours to read 300 pages. And no one is succeeding except Spencer, who wins every challenge because Spencer's a machine. Spencer's a machine. All right. Anyway, so that is Emily Henry finishing Game of Thrones.
Perfect.
What is everyone reading? Let's ticker.
Same
I didn't make
funny story.
I didn't make that ticker. They ain't going to Cancun. They're going down to Galveston with that dirty water.
By the way, for Escape to Books question, I don't feel like he's using the stairs at all in this book.
No, barely.
Like, there's so little like
Barely
hey,
in it.
stairs.
Mentioned once.
Hey,
Like
Kids-
twice as they're in a car.
kids are
driving by.
playing on them. It's just that you're not a kid.
But why isn't the book about the kids?
Never
Read your
mind.
book. don't know. Hang on, I was hollering. And I think I woke the baby up.
Oh no.
So, Christina's gonna talk to you a while ago.
Hey, Christina.
He may have gone back to sleep. He may be fine.
His eyes are closed.
Oh, okay. He's all right. Okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
Anyway, you got anything done?
Hello.
Hello.
I
I
love the color you're wearing.
Thank you. My sister gave me this dress. It's very comfortable, but it's not safe for work.
Evie, why didn't you join on screen? Where did you go?
She's probably sitting in bed right now.
Yeah, this is. I'm not gonna do the sprint. I'm gonna go and I don't know.
I want ice cream.
Eat your ice cream.
We don't have ice cream.
Okay, we'll use the Publix gift card to go get some ice cream.
Don't they close soon?
I mean, I didn't mean now.
I want it now.
Oh well, I can't help you. You already ate. You already ate on my dang earlier ice cream.
Order, what is that? DoorDash? I'm sure you have DoorDash or something like that.
Yeah, we're trying to pinch pennies.
We don't have any
So-
money, Anita. Sorry, when I don't work in a big fancy tech job. You know what? I hope AI takes your job next week. How about that, Anita?
Okay,
That's right.
it's okay. I'll also. Oh my God, it's so mean. No, I'm not going to say anything.
Were you about to say something mean to me? Anita, you wouldn't dare to say something mean back. Surely not.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have that in me.
I'm just kidding.
You can
Sal
make it
out here
too.
correctly predicting 9 of the last 5 recessions in her economist role.
Evie, falling in love is not the exact word Alan used. He said, I wish it wasn't that good.
Okay, I'm gonna go let y'all know. I'm not going out to get ice cream. I'm not doing it.
He did go get me candy the other day though. And it was around the same time of night.
Didn't I go put gas in my car?
I don't know why you went, but you got me candy while you were gone.
Did I really leave to just get you candy?
I don't know. You told me. I told him I kind of wanted candy, but I didn't want to go get it. And he
I think I went out to gas in my car. I
don't
think
ruin it.
no. I think I used it. I think I was like, well, I'm gonna go get you candy, so I might as well gas up my car.
He
I
didn't
think
tell
that's what I
me. He
did.
just left the house and came back with candy.
Yeah, that is true.
And so
Guys, I'm
Right.
not. Look, you're looking at the wrong person. I'm not going out at 10 o'clock at night to go buy her ice cream. I can get ice cream tomorrow at a reasonable time. I'm not doing it.
Okay. Let me check if I can order from Canada.
She doesn't need ice cream that bad.
I really don't. I really
Also, there's nowhere I can get her ice cream right now. Publix would close by the time I got there.
don't. Yeah. But anyway, thank you for asking, Gary. I'm feeling mostly okay. Like physically, I'm
This
okay.
is true. I should have done it. The problem is I don't eat the ice cream. And when I get ice cream for myself, Christina eats it all. So I don't even bother
That's not
anymore.
true.
Christina, how much ice cream did I have out of the last bucket of ice cream we had?
This pregnancy. This
Listen to
isn't
me.
true.
How much of the last ice cream bucket did I eat? Of a percentage.
There were two, and one of them you didn't touch, and one of them you had maybe
1% of?
like a fifth.
I ain't know 20% of that.
Okay, I already
There were two
typed.
packs of ice cream that sat in the fridge for
I already
months.
typed your address wrong. It would have gone to 2 doors down to your house.
So the problem is that I cycle through like between popsicles and ice cream. And
Mhm.
so I'll just either eat a whole bunch of ice cream or I'll eat a whole bunch of popsicles. Like I'll eat 5 popsicles in one night. And then, or I'll just watch an entire episode of West Wing with the ice cream in my lap and I'll just eat the ice cream for 45 minutes, however much ice cream that is.
He's a very slow eater though. He's
Yeah,
very
that's true.
methodical.
That's true.
He's like slowly scoops.
Y'all, freaking my friend Finn, my best friend comes down every freaking summer. Every summer he comes down and we double TVs. Y'all know, right? Talk about the double
Yeah.
TV. Yeah. Well, they bought a flipping house. Like
Oh,
they bought a house today. And so I got the call while on sprints that I don't know when he's going to flip and come down because they just bought a freaking house. So they got to move all this crap. Like, I don't know why they couldn't buy a house 2 months ago or 2 months from now. So I'm super
well, is he
disappointed.
offering to buy you like beer and pizza to come help him move?
Okay, first of all, he is not the person that needs to offer beer and pizza and have someone move. He'll just pay people to back his stuff and move. Like, we do not live in the same time zones. Like, I don't know what he paid for this house, but I know one of the houses they were looking at a couple weekends ago was 2.3 mil or whatever. We don't live in the same, like the difference between what they offered and what the cost was the cost of my house.
What
That was
is
the difference?
what is the FAA paying that man? Sorry.
She works for the World Bank.
Oh,
And she's a Chinese citizen, which means she does not pay United States taxes. So she's a Chinese citizen. That's how it
interesting.
works. When you work at the World Bank, you pay taxes to whatever nation you belong to or whatever.
That's weird.
No, it's awesome that they got a house. It's just like
Inconvenient.
I look forward to this every year. Like, it's disappointing. So I mean, he's not going to come to like, if he comes at all, it'll be later. But the problem is, I'm at freaking nationals for a week later.
Mhm.
And then I have this bloody baby coming, which would be fine. It'd be nice to have an extra pair of hands, but you know how much double TV video game playing I'm going to get when I just had a freaking baby? None. It's just disappointing.
Double TV and soundproof headphones.
Yeah, that'd be great if I didn't have to do anything. I'm fairly certain I'm going to have to do some stuff. Anyway.
Does Finn come down? Is it just Finn that comes down, or does he bring his wife with him?
So no, so what happens is his wife and his daughter, because her parents live in China.
Oh, that's right.
So they go home to China for 2 months, and she starts school because China has like year-round schooling. So she starts school for the year over there, and then she comes, back over here. So yeah, so they're gone for 2 months. He can never go with them for longer than a week because he can't work over there. If he turns on his government laptop, it will explode. So he usually uses it to go to Texas, visit his parents, visit his sister and her husband and his nephew, and then he
But
comes here.
now they're not going to China.
No, her trip got pushed back like a week and a half. So I think he's doing all the moving himself.
Oh wow, that's why he can hire people, right?
I mean, look, when you pay that much for a house, what is just hiring a mover? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, I am of the I need to offer pizza and beer to the people who help me move tax bracket. Like, that is my people.
Okay, there is a Dairy Queen near your place.
Literally erase itself, Sam. If his government laptop connects to any internet in China, like, it'll literally like self-destruct.
Can
That's
you
not an
please ask
exaggeration.
Christina which flavor she wants?
Christina, what kind of ice cream do you want? This unreasonable woman's going to buy you ice cream.
You do not need to buy me ice cream.
She's going to do it anyway. You've already said that twice, and she's ignored you. So just tell her, just accept it, and then you can hem and haw afterwards.
Don't it's a message me, Christina.
Anita, if I knew, I would just go ahead and tell you, but I don't know. She always eats my ice cream, so I don't know what she eats. What do you eat? Christina, just tell her she's going to order it. She's going to message you because she doesn't.
Okay.
Everyone here is unreasonable.
It's true.
Anyway, so I'm just so disappointed. Like, I look forward to seeing my friend every year. Anyway, I made fun. I told this story yesterday. I told this story about how Anita didn't know what the Three Little Pigs were. That's unreasonable. Like Anita didn't just move to Canada. Like she didn't just get here. You've been here for how long? You been in Canada? 10 years.
No, 6 years.
All right, that's enough time to know the Three Little Pigs.
It's enough time for a child to come up to you in the street and tell you about the three little
It
pigs.
is, but then the straw house, like she thought it was made of straws.
She didn't grow up in the country.
I don't know how to defend.
This is how children will be in the future, Alan. They're not going to know the difference between straw and Starbucks straws.
No, let me show you what the problem is.
Who reminded Alan about Three Little Pigs now? I blame that person. Somebody mentioned in the comments.
So see, I have to get Christina's label maker because this stupid game that we're playing, called The Crew.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? The Quest for Planet 9. The
Mhm.
problem is we have a ninth planet. So, but they're not going to Pluto. So I don't know what they're talking about in this stupid game because we have 9 planets already. Astronauts wanted. Scientists say there's a mysterious 9th planet located at the edge of our solar system. There is. It's Pluto. There's already a 9th planet.
I mean, there's a bunch of other exoplanets too.
There is a 9th planet called Pluto. So I have to get Christina's label maker and have that say Quest for Planet 10 because we already have.
Why not
Planet
just say
9.
Quest for Planet for Pluto?
What?
Just make it say Quest for Mysterious Pluto.
I would have to then tape over Planet 9. I can just tape over 9. What?
It's true.
What about, oh my gosh, if I have to hear about Skibbity Toilet Riz one more freaking time. Oh my gosh. Oh, speaking of, Anita, I messaged you and you never answered me. What is did you hear about Pluto? That's messed up, right? What is a good Indian history book?
Which time period you want?
You just need 10.
Yeah. What do you mean, which time period do I want?
You said Indian history. Which time
Yes,
period
an
you want?
Indian
Like
history book.
close
I want
to
the history.
entire history, like close to independence, close to colonization, before colonization, Chola's history, Maurya's
Okay.
history. There
So
is a lot.
I have a book on colonial history that I have all of that in like the Opium War books and the Honorable Company. And so not that. So I mean like the Mughals and the Guptas or anything else interesting. Yeah, an overview.
You can read Chola history with Sal and I when we get to those books.
Are the Chola interesting?
There is a lot of political intrigue and action in that.
Where do they come in compared to the Mauryas and the Guptas and the Mughals?
Okay, Mughals is North India, rest of our North India, Cholas like South India, and they spread to like till Indonesia, Malaysia, those countries actually.
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Geography.
Yeah, thank you. 1 minute, let me
What
finish
about
this.
Chandragupta, who beat Seleucus?
Huh?
Chandragupta beat Seleucus when Seleucus came to India to try to.
Wait, 1 minute, I'm selecting this address. Let me finish this.
Chandragupta took the parts of India that Alexander the Great had conquered. Seleucus tried to hold on to it, and he did not.
Shame on him.
All right. Apparently, Anita has no patriotism
No.
for Chandragupta having repelled the barbarian Greeks or Macedonians, I guess, trying to come over there.
Evidently, there's a book called The Peacock Throne.
Do you know who Porus is?
Yeah, I guess so. Yes. But you guys call it like Western people called him Porus. In Indian
Oh, that's
name,
right,
it's
different
different name.
What's his name in India?
I think Purush or something. It's literally called Purushottam or something. It's literally
No,
means
his name
man.
is Paurava.
Really?
Paurava.
Okay, I'm giving my phone number. I am giving my phone number and your address. I don't know how it is going to deliver, but let's try.
All right,
Yeah.
Anitha. What is the Indian name of the Hydaspes River?
1 minute. Alan, you're doing this to me intentionally. Just give me
No,
a minute.
I'm not. I'm sitting here for once. I'm asking Anitha questions about her history and or culture, and she is just completely like ghosting me.
So I'm at a part. Where
Oh
there's a
no, I
river.
definitely do. Derry, we have no history here. I hate American history. It's a very snooze fest.
It's true. You should read out Sal's comments.
Oh, I actually don't know, but I when reading The Black Company, I was like, Anitha should read this and tell me about all of the
Is that where it's supposed to be? Ish.
yeah. So like the three like sects. Yeah, it's supposed to be more in like the Prabindra Dra and the Radisha, all that. They're supposed to be Indian, from what I understand.
makes
Okay,
sense.
I placed the order. Now ask me.
No, I forgot what I was going to ask. I don't even
Are
care
the
anymore.
Shadow Masters supposed to be the British?
I don't know. No, I don't care anymore.
Sal is right. She definitely read more Indian history books in English than me because I read in my first language.
So I'm not looking for British India. I have plenty of books on British India, like Honorable Company and Opium Wars and stuff like that.
Hello?
They're
She's
calling to
talking
make
to-
sure it's not fake because they're like, there's no way a Canadian.
You're
never
in
ordered.
Canada?
Yeah. Derry says blue's a good color for you, Christina. Everyone
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please go ahead.
No, I'm just talking to Sal now. Sal, I'm not looking for British Indian history books, but I am looking. Like I do want to know more about India. I just don't. What I know about India consists of the East India Trading Company and the.
He doesn't want a discovery of India that is like before independence and around that time.
No, I want what's up, Tori? I want some Indian empires. That's what I want. I want some empires.
Yes.
I want the Maurya. I want the Guptas. I want the Mughal. I want the Chola. That's what I want. I want the empires.
Mughal emperor is just right before British India. Cholas is, I think, around 9th century, that time. I don't remember Mauryas. Let's check. Let me check.
The
Every
Guptas
time
are
I
BC.
see-
The Guptas are BC because Chandragupta was there.
Yes, Maurya also 320 BC.
The Maurya was,
Hmm.
but that's at the same time as the Guptas.
It
is
is
it a different
possible.
area?
Yeah, possible. I think, yeah, because India before British is like very divided between north and south. So completely different empires.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, so Ashoka was the Mauryans. There you
Hmm.
go.
More
Yeah.
empires.
So that's what I want to know about. I want a book on the Guptas and the Mauryas, the BC ones, the ones that jut against the Romans and the Macedonians and
I
the
think,
Persians.
yes, Ashokas and Guptas are better. I am not sure if there are any books in English. Sal, you have to help me here because I did
Word,
not read
yeah.
them in English. By the way, fun fact, if you don't know, Ashoka is the one who started Buddhism. He became the Buddha.
So Dave Filoni's pet Star Wars character is named.
Okay, what
after-
about India: A History, revised and updated by John Kie?
Sounds sus.
Someone look at these books.
Okay. What is the book name?
It's called India, A History.
That sounds too white.
I don't care. I don't care if it's written by white people. That doesn't bother me. I just want to know about India.
Yes, Sal, you are right. It's Gautam. What is Siddharth?
Brian, I don't know
Gautam
why.
Siddharth, that's Siddharth Gautam.
Should have spent more time playing chess. Siddhartha.
Okay. On Reddit, here are the books it suggests on Reddit.
Wonderful.
Hey, Reddit has good book recommendations as far as like nonfiction books.
They trained the AIs on
The
Reddit.
Last Mughal by William Dalrymple. The Last Mughal. The Indian Mutiny.
Ancient India by R.Z. Muzamdar. Let me check this one.
Ancient India.
Wow.
I don't have that on mine. I have Ancient India by Sarah Green.
Ooh.
Anita, how do you feel about the British Raj?
What do you mean by how do I feel about it?
I don't know. There's a book called The British Raj, and so I just said, how do you feel about it?
That is history during British time, how they ruled.
Arrow
Oh.
of the blue-skinned god.
Oh, I knew that. I knew that.
Okay, check this out. Ancient India by R.C. Muzamdar. I will send that book. There is one in thrift stores, I think.
Anyway.
This is a comprehensive, intelligible, and interesting portrait of ancient Indian history and civilization from a national historical point of view. The work is divided into three broad divisions: from the prehistoric age to 600 BC, from 600 BC to 300 AD, from 300 AD to 1200 AD.
You're sending me a textbook. That's what you're saying. Oh, sorry, Sal. I was too busy.
Okay, Sal and I will talk about it tomorrow anyway. We are going to meet. We'll shortlist
Oh,
some
that's
and
cool.
send-
The Maurya Empire, History and Legacy. Okay, so that one sounds good. William Dalrymple is good for the Mughal period. Where's my Chandragupta ones? I'm looking up Guptas. Watch out.
By the way, you want to read Chanakya once? I love Chanakya. I read so many
I don't know what
stories.
that is, but listen.
You know Chanakya, Chandragupta's advisor and his minister.
Okay, I don't is the problem. Like I don't.
You
What?
You know, because you talked to me about him last year when you were teaching. You got that name in your one of your textbook. You taught your student that time during sprints only. We discussed.
Oh, we did. All right. Okay, you're right. You're right. But I learned this year that Seleucus went over and into Alexander's territories, and Chandragupta beat him. And and that was the end of the Wait, is he really? Chandragupta's not a Gupta?
No, he was the first Gupta.
Yeah, his name is Chandragupta Maurya. I think.
Hold on, but he's not Are the Guptas not real? Am I making things up? Guys, I know a lot about a lot, but there are gaps in my knowledge. And right now I feel
His full name is Chandragupta Maurya, as I said.
Isn't Gupta like Smith, like the equivalent of naming somebody Smith, whose last name was Smith?
Right
in
now
America?
you're being racist. I'm trying to figure out if the Guptas are the Guptas a people?
Yes,
Is that not an empire? Tell me
there is Gupta.
Okay, so I'm not okay. Okay, but Chandragupta isn't a Gupta?
No, he's Maurya.
Then why is his name not Chandra Maurya? It doesn't make any sense. I'm looking it up. The Guptas. The Gupta dynasty. I knew I was right. No, not Sanjay Gupta. 320. Oh, okay. Okay. The Guptas are AD. The Guptas are 320 AD instead of 320 BC. So the Mauryas are the BC ones. Chandragupta's not a Gupta?
I don't know how to feel about this.
It doesn't make any sense. You can see where I got confused.
No,
Yes.
what?
You can see why I mistook Chandragupta for being a member of the Gupta dynasty.
Yes, Brian, that is a very common name. Gupta is a very common Indian surname.
Okay, so what I want to read about are the Mauryas. That's what I want to read about. So find me a book about the Mauryas, which I
Okay.
think Sal did. But yeah, the Mauryas I think are the ones I want to read about because they're right up. I mean, they abut Alexander and the successors.
I'm guessing the Guptas is one of those offshoots. Mitch,
The Gupta
stop
Empire was
stealing
the
my thoughts.
classical period. What's the period before the classical period? Anitha?
Huh?
The Gupta Empire was considered the golden age of India by some historians. Is that true?
Possible.
No. Okay, explain this to me, Anitha. The high points of this period are the cultural developments which took place primarily during the reigns of Samudragupta, Chandragupta II, and Kumaragupta. So how is Chandragupta I a Maurya, but Chandragupta II is a Gupta?
Chandragupta is a very common name, or maybe they named their son after the glorious Emperor Chandragupta.
Derry. You know that's not what I said.
Well, maybe somebody was like, I like the name of Chandragupta Maurya, but I'm not a Maurya. So
Look, I am interested in this. So anyway, just let me know because I want to get a book on Indian history, and I just want to learn more about the area. I don't know. I don't know much about the East, like past the Hydaspes. TBH, I don't know much about leading up to the Hydaspes. Once we're past Asia Minor, once we're past Turkey, no.
Andre, if I had known, I would have paid more attention to my history. If I had known, I would have made.
She should have. Andre. Who doesn't have this info at their fingertips?
Yes, Sal. Yes.
Valor.
I'm sorry, I was too busy reading fantasy to focus on history.
Didn't you learn anything in school, Anita?
Yes, I think so. I don't know.
All right. Yes, you need to get Anita the history book
Yes.
also.
I had to, otherwise Alan will read that book and he will be more learned than me.
That's true. No, I'm going to have a category on Jeopardy, Anita, with you on it, and I'm going to name an Indian. I'm going to name an Indian emperor or ruler, and you're going to tell me what dynasty they came from, what empire they came from.
we're gonna send these videos to your friends, Anitha.
Oh my god!
Right,
I'm
adding that, Sal, the Peacock Throne.
Which one? Tell me also. I'll read. It's
1637. Oh no, the Peacock Throne, the drama of Mughal India. Is it the same thing as Mughal?
Mughal is latest, like right before British.
Is it by Waldemar Hansen, Sal? It's a pretty book. I ain't paying no $41 for the paperback. Get out of my face for that cheese.
By Sujit Sharaf.
I don't know, but I'll have to buy it used because Friggin' hardcover is too expensive, or the paperback's too expensive.
Which
Oh.
one? Send me the link.
The Peacock Throne, the drama of Mughal, which I'm assuming is Mughal, India.
Is it non-fiction?
I have no idea.
That name. Who is the other? Saraf Sujit?
What? I don't know. What's happened?
That's the
Like,
one that I found.
I was going to end this sprint, and I just had a simple question for Anita. Oh.
Waldemar Hansen.
So I actually learned this when I went to Japan and when I've been to Rome multiple times. Do you know who doesn't care about Japanese history?
Japanese.
The Japanese people. I tried to talk to them about the Sengoku Jidai. And they don't even care about politics. I tried to talk to them about Koizumi, their prime minister. Nobody cares. Nobody cared. Like, nobody cared. I wanted to talk about Nobunaga.
Hey Sal,
Nobody
you
cared.
read this book. Your review is the first one. I read
Philip
this on
doesn't
the
know anything. Philip's a poser. And then, so yeah, and when I went to Rome, they don't care about Roman history either. Very disappointing.
Look, I grew up around some Revolutionary War cities, and we don't care at all. I was forced to go to a bunch of them by my mother because homeschooled.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know who doesn't care about American history? Me,
Americans.
for one. But Americans don't know jack about American history either.
It's like we take it for granted.
I did not realize America has history.
I mean,
I feel like the exception in this is the Irish.
So one of my favorite offshoot jokes of Eddie Izzard is, I'm from Europe, where the history comes from, because we restored things here, what it was like 50 years ago. And meanwhile, everyone in Europe has a castle. You think we all live in castles, and we do. We've got a castle each. We just long for a bungalow. But I mean, we have our history here is boring. Except the revolution. I like the revolution. But I cannot do this label maker thing. Anyway, I've learned a lot. Yes, I know, Sal, it's ridiculous. American history is depressing. It's depressing and also very short. Like our country hasn't even been around as long as the Roman. Well, we're slightly past the Roman monarchy, but the Roman Republic lasted for 500 years. You know, we're barely half that. And then the empire lasted for another 500 more. And then the Byzantines, the offshoot, the spin-off lasted for another 1,000. So,
well, we're trying to be, Sal. That's the thing. That's what everybody wanted us to be.
We're too. I can't do this, guys. I can't get this label off.
We don't have enough Ciceros.
I'm stymied by a sticker. That's because we have social media and people think Cicero is a snooze fest. Anybody standing there talking about moral obligations of anything?
Cicero is the best. I love Cicero.
I like Cicero and also hate him because he's a twerp. Thanks, Andre. No, we're past 250. We're coming up on 270 something, aren't we? 275, something like that.
Something like that. I mean, we are. I think the longest.
Wait, are we past
currently
250, right?
1776.
What's 70 plus 5? Yeah, 20.
26.
Wait,
we're up to 250 next year. That's why.
Oh, we're not past 250. You're right, Marianne. Walker can't add. We should go what? What does that mean? Go big. Go to DC. With what money are we going to DC, Christina?
I mean, there'll be a parade.
I can't wait to watch the military parade in America. American history. It is cute. My guys, I had students that did not know what they didn't. I forget what the question it was, but I asked them on what day. I said, "Hey guys, when was the Declaration of Independence signed?" And they stared at me, and I said, what is going on right now? Like, what is going on? Like, y'all are high schoolers. Like, what is happening right now? And I'm like, guys, you celebrate this every year. And someone finally said, "Oh, July 4th." I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Okay, I can't get this label done. Never mind. It's a lost cause. Anyway, all right, I'm calling it. Thank you guys for sitting
We
here and
have to
listening to
stay
this.
3 more minutes.
What?
Ice cream will be
Oh, I got to
delivered.
stay until the DoorDash person comes in.
Done.
I tried, Christina, I tried to peel it off, but it didn't work.
How many fingers does it take to peel a thing? Can we talk about how they don't use stairs at all in this book?
Um,
Hold on, Dairy. I was doing a crossword puzzle earlier. And it
Charme has
said-
an idea. You have to use hair dryer to heat it up. Then it will come off.
I was doing a crossword puzzle earlier, and it said down under. And I know you're not from Australia, but you're close enough. I mean, you're close to Australia. There is a something day, and it was like, yes, Planet 10. That's right. It was like Agzap Day, Azgzap Day. It was some word I didn't know, but I filled in the blanks by getting the clues around it. What is that day? Anzac Day. There you go. What is that? It was a crossword puzzle clue, but I didn't know what it was. See, I have no problem admitting stuff I don't know, guys. That's what's wrong with people. People think that they can't say I don't know. I say I don't know all the time when I don't know crap. I just happen to know a lot. Sorry, I get a magazine every week, a news magazine every week, and mine just came.
You still get what are you, a dental's office?
Yeah, I get a magazine called The Week every week. It's about the things that happened in the week.
What?
But then it's a week late.
I mean, that's true. Rewind to was it the second sprint or the second sprint, right?
I think
No,
so.
I think it was the first one.
After first one, between first
After
and
the
second.
first one. Yeah. David, rewind to after the first sprint. I talk a lot about Song of Ice and Fire in that one.
Spoiler
The
alert,
short
please.
answer is I love it, and I hope to reread it soon. I haven't reread the series since Dance with Dragons came out.
Oh, so it's basically, I was about to say Veterans Day.
Okay.
Memorial Day.
Gotcha.
One of those.
Yeah, this stream. Just rewind till after the first sprint, because then we talked about Song of Ice and Fire.
Also, Pete, how many pages left? Will you be done by 2 a.m.?
I'm gonna try. I'm at 291 of 430. So
Anzac Day.
140.
Anzac Day. Yeah, y'all can keep it going in the Discord. I just have to go.
I'm
I
just
needed
gonna
to go.
start
I
straight
needed
reading.
to go 30 minutes ago. I just
Ice cream.
because I was too busy shaming Anita for not knowing the answers. I just need to get Sal on here. Put Anita in the comments. Sal can answer my questions.
Swap them out.
I really didn't. Like, I'm not trying to be purposely obtuse. I really didn't know all of those periods or that Chandragupta was not a Gupta.
I knew less than you did. I didn't know Chandragupta was a famous person of India.
Right on. So I know Chandragupta only because of, again, intersecting with Alexander.
Seleucus.
Yeah, Seleucus, Alexander's successors.
Is there anybody else that's
I like
intersects?
history that is not boring history. Because some places have boring history, like, I don't know.
America.
Yeah, but I meant
the
past.
gold rush.
Oh my gosh, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I think so. I haven't played Civ in a long time. So I DNF'd King Rat because it was so boring. I couldn't. I just couldn't read it. I couldn't finish it. And the audio had scenes that were not in the book, and it was
What?
freaking me out. Yes. The audio had a bunch of scenes that were not in the book, and I could not find it anywhere else.
Usually the audio is the abridged version.
Oh, I know. It was very strange. Anitha, I'm getting offline.
It's he's right in your road. I mean it.
Did you ever find the unabridged version of First Man Road Rome?
It's
Audio
not
Man in
there
Rome.
in it's not there in Audible. Okay, we can end the stream. He should be outside your door now.
Christina, your food is outside. I think so.
You know, I sent from here to there. You can go to the door.
What? Christina was closer. And it's her ice cream.
Okay.
I'm letting her get it so she can say thank you on stream, and then I can end it.
She already thanked me in the message. It's okay.
I'm gonna need the driver.
Oh, she's meeting the driver. Dogs, hush.
You know, sometimes there are professors that if you want to read their work and you just message them, they'll send you a copy.
Nonfiction is too expensive. I agree. Like especially the hardcover ones. Yeah, like y'all are talking about, like the textbook.
Mitch, you asked what flavors. It's turtle pecan cluster and Reese's peanut butter cup.
What? What are the words you just said? Of what?
You got 2 blizzards.
From Dairy Queen? You got 2 blizzards? You didn't get me one?
Nope.
What do you mean I didn't
I
get
got
you?
ice cream too. Didn't you hear that she eats all my ice cream?
There are 2. You can both eat one.
I can't eat either one of those.
How am I supposed to know?
You and ask. You say, "Hey, Alan, I'm sending 2 blizzards. What kind of ice cream do you like?" I would have been happy to tell you what kind of ice cream I like.
I asked you live. You did
asked me
not
what
answer.
she likes. Anitha, yo, rewind the tape. Rewind
You-
the tape. She
you
asked
could-
me what she likes.
You could have.
Rewind the tape.
You could have said your favorite as well. Do you
I
think I
didn't
will
know
say
you
no?
were sending 2 bloody blizzards.
So sweet, Anitha.
She's not sweet. She said 2, and I
Tell her thank you.
and I can't. For what? She didn't give me any ice cream. What am I thinking for? What am I thinking for? She can give me any. She can give me anything.
Guys, I can't please this man.
Oh, I love my wife. Anyway, this is another thing. People that don't know, they'll be like, "That guy's a huge douche to his wife." How's that ice cream, Christina?
Which one are you trying first?
The turtle one.
Y'all stop. I'm in a stream.
Why can't you eat? Are you allergic? Why can't you eat? Why can't you try?
Because it's disgusting, Anitha. It's disgusting.
Alan is a man that doesn't like chunks in his ice cream.
No, I just don't. What's in a turtle coast or whatever you're eating?
Turtles!
Disgusting. Yuck. Get it away. No.
Alan literally only eats cookies and cream
Or vanilla.
or vanilla.
Why didn't you tell me? I asked you right here, Alan.
You did not ask me what ice cream I liked. You did not ask it. Rewind the tape. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again. All right. All right, guys. All right. Thank you guys for joining on this stream.
Don't lie to him. It is real turtles in there.
That's true. I've bought Anitha ice cream 0 times. You're absolutely correct.
And notice he's not mad at me for not telling Anitha what kind he likes.
Did she tell you she was ordering 2?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right.
She
You asked
gave
me in
me
the chat where? Well, I missed that. Dang it. Dang
Foiled.
it. You're right. Only I would complain. I'm so glad that y'all like me because I can see
Globally
how
so.
people would not. Oh,
Oh my god.
Anyway, all right, guys. We'll see you. I'll see you later. Well, you can't. Well, Paloma, you can't have one.
Oh my god, my cheeks are hurting.